there were 5 foods that I stopped eating that made me go from this to this. And when I removed these 5 foods, I completely fixed my health. I now have better energy, better skin, more muscle, less fat. My brain works better. I have less brain fog, and my health is just much better in general. In this video, my plan is to teach you what the 5 most unhealthy foods are that you could possibly eat, why they're unhealthy, and how you can avoid them so you can have a better life. This list is in no specific order. They are all bad equally, and you should be trying to avoid all of these as best as you can. Now, number one is tap water. Why is tap water on the list? Why is tap water so unhealthy? Why is it so bad? It's because tap water has traces of loads of different kinds of things that you don't want in your body. Chemicals, plastics, hormones, heavy metals, toxins. Let me list off a few in specific. Chlorine, fluoride, heavy metals, microplastics, traces of pharmaceuticals, hormones, and various chemicals depending on your area. Now, each one of the things I listed, you are getting microdosed every single time you drink water. You are getting a small amount that when you have this small amount every single day, it can build up into a bigger problem. So when you drink tap water, you are getting chemicals in your blood. You are getting heavy metals. You are getting fluoride and microplastics, pharmaceuticals, and each one of these things has its own problem in itself. Like for example, heavy metals has been linked to lower IQ in children. Fluoride has tons of problems in itself. Lower IQ, crystallizing the pineal gland, which is insane. Pharmaceuticals, for example, when you flush the toilet and when women pee in the toilet and they're on pharmaceuticals, birth control, that goes back into the water supply and into your tap. And the water filtration places can't filter this out. So you are effectively drinking low amounts of birth control, which sounds insane. But if you actually look into the research, the amount of miscarriages are up these days, and women are having a harder time getting pregnant. It's probably because they're drinking low amounts of birth control on a daily basis. Now, there's definitely other reasons, but this is for sure a reason. If you actually do your research, you will find this, and it is quite shocking. Now, loads of chemicals, loads of toxins in tap water. If you are drinking tap water, what are you doing? You're basically just drinking a concoction of who knows what. So what do we do instead? What do we do instead of drinking from the tap? Well, we are going to do one of two things. We are going to buy bottles of spring water that look like this and like this. These are the 2 brands, Mountain Valley Spring Water and Saratoga Water. Those are the 2 best. Those have been tested, and they come back as having the least amount of contaminants, if not less contaminants, or if not no contaminants. So, and the second option is a reverse osmosis water filter. And these can be a little expensive. They can be anywhere from around $200 all the way up to $1,000. I have this one at home. It cost me around $350. And what this filter does is it filters all of the toxins, all of the chemicals, all of the bad things in the water, completely gets rid of them. It filters 99.9% of the contaminants in the water. So you are essentially just drinking water. Perfectly clean, perfectly clear water of contaminants, no bullshit. It is top of the line water filter. Now, I would recommend you invest in your health, because if you invest in one of these filters, you won't be getting micro poisoned every single day. You're going to have more longevity, less brain fog, clearer skin, better health in general, more energy. So I highly recommend, if you can invest in one of these filters, you do so. But if you can't, then hopefully you can buy some spring water in the meantime. Next on the list, out of the most unhealthy foods, number 2 is seed oils. I'm sure you've heard this on the internet about seed oils. Seed oils this, seed oils that. Brian Johnson, seed oils aren't that bad. Other people say seed oils are the worst thing you can eat. So let's clear it up. Seed oils are one of the worst things you can eat because seed oils are industrially processed oils. So this means they start with the seed and they crush the seed, they superheat the seed, they add tons of chemicals, they add hexane, chlorine, degumming agents, deodorizing, and then once they've superheated it, once they've added loads of chemicals, they put it into a plastic bottle, put it on the shelf, and call it heart healthy. Now, there are many kinds of seed oils. There's, just off the top of my head, there's sunflower oil, canola oil, rice bran oil, vegetable oil. I'll put all of them on screen. All of these are seed oils that you must be avoiding. And I have a whole nother video entirely on seed oils on my YouTube channel. So go check that out if you want to learn more. If you want to learn more about why they're so unhealthy and how you can avoid them, go watch that video. Now, why are they so bad? Why are seed oils so bad? Well, seed oils are so bad because they are high in omega-6, which pushes chronic inflammation. And because they are heated, it causes harmful byproducts on top of the added chemicals, hexane, chlorine, that they're adding to it. And they are also so bad because you get such a high amount of this every single day because they are in everything. Literally everything. If you go and you look at the back of any packaged good, you will see some kind of seed oils, whether it's a drink, a packaged good, a protein bar, a healthy protein bar, chips, bread, pizza, fast food, restaurants cooking the oil, everything. Like in the United States, you basically can't eat out. You basically can't eat out if you don't want to get poisoned. That's how bad it is. So this one's definitely one of the most this one is definitely one of the hardest to cut out, but it is also one of the most beneficial to cut out. So seed oils, avoid them at all costs. If you want to learn more, go check out my YouTube channel. They are in everything. Beware. They will make you ugly. They will lower your energy. They will make you skinny fat. You'll get acne. Your energy will suck. Like whenever I have seed oils, for whatever reason, like I went out to eat with friends or family, like the next day I literally get a fucking hangover, bro. Because I'm not used to having this. That's how bad it is. That's how much it affects me. I feel like shit the next day. So you probably don't feel like it affects you because you've been eating them your entire life, like every single day, but just remove them, bro. Trust. Number 3 on the list of all of the unhealthy foods are highly processed foods. What are highly processed foods? Highly processed foods are basically anything in a package that's been processed or like heavily refined. Things that are built in a factory, not grown from the ground or raised on a farm. Think chips, cookies, frozen junk, flavored yogurts, sugary cereals, protein bars, candy, etc. Soda. Why are these so bad for you? Because they have seed oils. We learned that from the last one. They have refined grains, sugars, and loads of artificial junk, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, artificial colors. So as human beings, we are not meant to be eating food with like 30 ingredients, 40 ingredients, crazy long lists. We are not meant to be getting 300 different ingredients every single day. As humans, we are meant to be eating natural things found from the earth, meat, fruits and vegetables, healthy carbs. We are not meant to be eating anything crazy like this. This is absolutely insanity. We have lost our minds about what we are eating. Processed foods, bro. That's like subhuman territory. That is level 1, is stop eating processed foods. Are you addicted? Are you letting a little packaged processed food control you? Are you fiending for it? Like, cut that shit out. Grow up. Stop eating your garbage. And the 4th thing on the list of most unhealthy foods is alcohol. Now, this isn't technically a food, and I've never had alcohol, but alcohol has loads of different problems associated with it. Tons of brain problems, toxic for your brain, toxic for your liver, estrogen, sugar, carbs, weight gain. Like, it's basically just a nightmare. It will tank your sleep quality, which means worse recovery, worse muscle growth, worse cognition, worse muscle growth, more cravings. It will lower your testosterone, which will mean way more problems associated with just that. So you'll be having like worse muscle growth, worse cognition, less confidence, less energy, worse sleep. It's liquid calories, which just equals more weight gain. So if you can imagine something that lowers your health, makes you an unhealthy person in all aspects, then it would be alcohol. Now, if you're going out every weekend and you're drinking, getting shit-faced, drinking beer like an old man, what are you doing? That is subhuman territory. How are you addicted to alcohol? What are you doing? Get a grip, get healthy, stop drinking alcohol. You're absolutely cooked. It's making you ugly. It is lowering your health. It's making you feel like shit, look like shit. Your energy probably sucks. So maybe like once a month, if that, cut the alcohol. There's no reason you should be having alcohol. You can have fun without it. Start asking yourself, if you are drinking alcohol, start asking yourself, like, why do I like this? What influences me to drink it? Why do I feel like I need to drink it? If I am addicted, well, why am I addicted? You know what I mean? Ask yourself some deep questions, because we don't want to be drinking this anymore. It is making us very unhealthy, and it is shortening our lifespan. Number 5 on the list out of the 5 most unhealthy foods is sugar. Sugar is found in almost everything these days, mainly processed foods. It's also found in energy drinks, sports drinks, soda, healthy things that you think are healthy, but it's actually just like a load of sugar. Juices nowadays, smoothies, a lot of things. Anything sweet, pretty much, that's not fruit. But fruit has natural sugars, so it is better. I personally eat a ton of fruit every day, and I never get acne from it. I always feel completely fine. So I think fruit is okay. It's natural sugars. You're getting other vitamins and minerals in there with it. So I would keep fruit in your diet. But sugar will spike your blood sugar, and it will spike your insulin fast, which will lead to all different other problems like more acne, more oily skin, etc. It will give you big energy crashes, it will give you mood swings, and it will give you cravings for more. Now, if you really want something sweet, I would encourage you to have fruit, maybe some dark chocolate. If you're a soda drinker and you don't want to be drinking sugar anymore, maybe have some sparkling water, some sparkling spring water, things like that. That's what I would move to if you still want something sweet. So those are the 5 foods, and you may have seen a pattern across this video, which is mainly just staying away from processed foods and kind of moving into natural things. So what should we do instead? What should we be eating instead? Well, we should be going back to the basics, back to how we were eating 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. What were we eating back then? Well, we were eating a ton of meat, a ton of eggs, natural carbs like fruit, potatoes, rice, and we were just eating like very clean, very natural in the past. Basically, that's all you should really be eating, was what I just listed: meat, fruit, healthy carbs, eggs, some honey, good water, spring water. And that is literally it. That is like the perfect diet for human beings. You have all of the nutrients you need in that diet. You get all the nutrients you need from those foods. You're not going to get acne. You're not going to get fat eating this diet. You're not going to get any health problems. You're not going to get any diseases. You're going to be a very healthy person. You're going to look great. You're going to feel great. You're going to have a ton of energy. You're going to have a good physique if you eat like that. So those are the 5 most unhealthy foods that you should be avoiding at all costs. I really hope you're going to take action on this video. I really hope you're going to cut out everything that I listed. And I encourage you to go check out some of the other videos on my YouTube channel. There's tons of value there. If you want to fix your health, if you want to learn more about seed oils, if you want to have way better sleep, go check out my YouTube channel. There's videos there that will help you with those things. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.